The Super Mario Bros. Movie is that love letter to video games that moviegoers have been waiting for. And that's thanks in part to executive producers Chris Meledandri, founder of Illumination, but more importantly, Shigeru Miyamoto. And it goes without saying, but Shigeru Miyamoto and Nintendo as a whole is incredibly protective of the Mario IP, and you can feel their heavy involvement throughout the entire film, which works entirely in Illumination's favor. The Super Mario Bros. Movie faithfully captures the true essence of the video games. At certain parts, either Peach or Luigi would call out Mario's name, Mario, and it felt like it was ripped straight from Mario's Sunshine. Illumination not only nailed down the platforming aspects of Mario, they made them look entirely natural. I never questioned why Mario would run and jump like he does in the game. Unlike the Sonic movie, which brings Sonic to the real world, the Super Mario Bros. Movie takes us to the Mushroom Kingdom where everything feels so authentic. This is achieved through their stellar graphics. I could not believe I was watching an Illumination film. You could see each individual hair on a character's head, the variety of textures gave each location its own personality, from the wild, overgrown jungle kingdom to the sharp and gritty dark world. In a previous video, I talked about how gorgeous the movie poster is, but I never expected the film to look this good. If you couldn't appreciate the beauty of the Super Mario Bros. Movie from the commercials alone, you might want to make an appointment with an optometrist. While the visuals of the Super Mario Bros. Movie will capture the eye of any viewer, those of us over 10 will find that the story leaves a lot to be desired. But shocker, it's a kids movie. I don't turn on Secret Life of Pets and expect King Lear. And while very simple, the first 2 acts of the Super Mario Bros. Movie are solid. The threat's established, we see the strong bond between Mario and Luigi, we land in the Mushroom Kingdom, let's go. But the moment they break out the carts, you can tell the film's speedrunning to the end. But again, it's a 92-minute long kids movie. Things are going to move fast, which is a real shame because I'd really like a lot more time to breathe in and soak in the set pieces. Gorgeous, imaginative scenery comes and goes before you even have time to appreciate it. And no spoilers, but the end is so abrupt, I'm convinced that the projector skipped an entire scene. If you want spoilers, they're at the end of the video. It might be weird to say, but I don't care if the Super Mario Bros. Movie has a weak plot. Mario's never been known for its in-depth storytelling.
Mario! Objection! Overruled!
So I was more excited to see the characters interact with one another, and the Super Mario Bros. Movie did not disappoint. It is so much fun watching how Luigi trembles in his boots talking to Bowser opposed to how safe and secure he feels with Mario, or how Bowser fawns over Princess Peach while he hates Mario with the fury of 1,000 suns. I wanted to see the Mario cast in a movie, and that's what Illumination did. And shout out to how terrifying they managed to make Bowser. I see why he's feared throughout the Mushroom Kingdom. While the main cast, Bowser, Peach, Mario, Luigi, Kamek, and this Frodo Toad get a lot of personality, I'm disappointed that Bowser's minion didn't get more screen time. Hardly any Koopa speaks a single line. Even this guy on the movie poster hardly makes an impact. I call him this guy because he's never even given a name or a rank or anything. In a previous video, I talked about my hopes for unique characters in the spirit of Paper Mario, but it looks like that's not the case. And these characters wouldn't be anything without the actors behind them. The entire voice cast of the Super Mario Bros. Movie did a phenomenal job. Chris Pratt made a great Mario. The internet was skeptical, but I think a lot of people will be pleasantly surprised when they sit down and watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The cast have so much fun in their roles while simultaneously portraying some of the most iconic characters who rarely speak more than the occasional and that's no easy task. But the cast faced this challenge and came out on top because they all knew the significance of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Listening to the interviews with Seth Rogen or Chris Pratt, you can tell how much they respect the source material. And while the Super Mario Bros. Movie stars some top-level comedians, the humor is, well, an Illumination film. That's not to say that parents are going to be dozing off in the theater. There are plenty of jokes for both kids and adults, especially when it comes to Bowser's infatuation with Peach, or just Charlie Day as Luigi. But some of the slapstick or one-liners will fall flat with older audiences. Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong is probably the worst offender, as some of DK's lines legitimately made me cringe. But it's not Seth Rogen's fault. Seth Rogen did a great job like the rest of the cast. It's just like every other kids movie, there needs to be that annoying, wild character, and it's just that Donkey Kong fits that role perfectly. But it's fine I didn't laugh my ass off. I was too caught up in all the Nintendo references and the incredible soundtrack to care. You're going to need about 6 tickets and 3 spiral ring notebooks if you hope to catch all the little nods and Easter eggs in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. You see how much love Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto put into each frame of this film. They do this without overloading the film either. It's not like every single enemy or character is crammed into the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The ones they use right, and for the rest, well, I smell a sequel. And no movie is complete without its score, and lucky for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it has years of classic, memorable music to pull from. I really hope the soundtrack gets released because all of the Mario renditions are such a treat to listen to. All in all, I'm giving the Super Mario Bros. Movie 6.5 power stars out of 10. Nintendo and Illumination got the heart and soul of the Super Mario franchise right, but the god-awful third act and not giving the set pieces more time to shine hurt the movie. If you want to know why the third act tanks the score so much, here's the spoiler warning. Okay, so spoiler alert. It really feels like Mario and Luigi get the Power Star, defeat Bowser, Donkey Kong hugs everyone, and then that's it. Mario and Luigi wake up the next day after all of the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's minions invade Brooklyn and nothing. No last moment with the family, no little coronation session a la Star Wars. I get they want to keep it short for theaters, but come on. I'd like to see a little aftermath. The most full circle moment was the dog that terrorized Luigi, giving him the respect at the end. Oh well, at the end of the day, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a kids movie, and kids today are so lucky to be alive.